Look at this guy, man.
Hey.
You guys so you're like a star now. The Rams won the Super Bowl.
Look at the other side.
Boys, here it comes. The
rolling down Imperial Highway. Big nasty red out of my side.
Sports Report.
Saturday wind blowing hot from the north. We were born to ride. Roll down the window, put down the top right there. Crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop.
You want to throw it,
ride it, just can't ride it no more.
Right up over the top.
From the side gate to the valley, from the west side to the east side. Everybody very happy, cause the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day.
big dog.
What is up, my Ramelia fans of the Los Angeles Rams? How are you doing? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Thank you for coming in, and for my guys that watch the replays, thank you. Trying to get these lights right for this green screen, and man, it's a pain in the neck. I got to figure something out. I think it's the way the room's configured. I got shiny on my forehead, and I had to turn one light off. And anyway, but anyway, I kind of like the backgrounds, and I'll figure it out. I think maybe I got to move lights around, but I got too much stuff to do. But appreciate you guys coming in. I wanted to come in because the teams have announced training camps. And so, like I said, as we get closer to the season, just so you guys know, I will be doing more lives more consistently as we get news from our team and for training camp. And I hope to see some of you guys there and at the games. I'm going to get ahead of myself here. So I'm going to tell you what day I'm going to go. I'm going to hopefully go multiple days to training camp, and I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. And let's get right into it. 916 49ers says 5 Lombardis. He says red week 2 rents due. My guy CG Ruthless 49ers talk. See you at Inglewood September 17th. Yeah, brother, I'll see you there. Props to my guy CG Ruthless. Great show today with Croc. And I didn't realize that Crocker was a Laker fan, so props to him. I thought he was all for our San Francisco team, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so I'll definitely be there. Hopefully I see you there, CG, and we definitely got to hang out. Stockton Slap 409. What's up, Rudy? I missed your last couple of lives. Glad to see you are coming on more. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to come on more. There wasn't really much going on, but for sure, as we get closer to training camp. And with that,
Rudy.
When my name said, that's what I do. That's one of my favorite movies. Stockton says, 916 go fire up your VCR and watch your VHS tapes, loser. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. You got to tip your hat to VCRs. I still have some VCRs, and but yeah, keep it just cordial in the comments, guys. It's okay to go back and forth a little bit, but no personal attacks. Mrs. 7718. Hey, Rudy and Ramley, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. And there was one thing that I wanted to let you guys know about too, is the Rams Republic is going to have a bowling. If you guys like to bowl for the Southern California Ram fans, they're going to have a bowling meetup. And you guys can get all the details. I'll show you the tweet in a second. Pretty neat. Ram Fest is coming up. That's another cool thing that you guys might want to check out. It's going to be really awesome. Hold on, let me set this up for you. I thought I had it already queued up. Hold on, and then we'll just get right into it. All right, let's see. And I tweeted it on my Twitter. So there we go. Hold on. So here we go. So I'm ready for that now. Okay, here we go. 916 49ers says bang bang Niner gang. Props to you. Wildman Samurai says bang bang 49ers haven't won anything in 30 years. And that's the fun thing. Our guys, actually my guy Wildman deserves this. And we got the big one, and we're the last in the NFC West. We're the last. I said it before. We're the last NFC team to win the Super Bowl, but also the last two Super Bowl NFC West were won by the Los Angeles Rams. So there we go. Perfect. Let's see. Stockton says the 1994 losers are going to add another year to their drought. Man, I'm going to tell you what. It's tough to win a Super Bowl. It is. Tom Brady stole 2 of our Super Bowl. Darn him. We'd have 4, not just 2. The last 2 we'd have. Imagine how we would be. Imagine how I would be if the Rams won the last 4. Tom Brady. Who knows what the Spygate thing in 2001. I still think we should have won. That we had that game. Mike Martz was just hard-headed and didn't give Todd Gurley. Marshall Faulk the ball more. The refs weren't calling anything when they held us in the red zone, and it was a close game, and we missed out on that one. And then 2018, again, Tom Brady held him with 3 points into the fourth quarter. Todd Gurley's knee was acting up. Cooper Kupp didn't even play, for all you guys that say the Rams only scored and McVay scored only 3 points. Well, yeah, Cooper Kupp, Super Cup, a.k.a. Triple Crown winner, didn't even play in that Super Bowl. And that was Jared Goff's third down guy, and he was like a Edelman, the hard, tough yards. And you know how great Cooper Kupp is. We didn't even have him. And then Todd Gurley's knee was acting up. We had to get C.J. Anderson off of the scrap heap to help us run the ball. So that gives you an idea. We didn't have our full weapons, So good luck stopping us then, But, it is what it is. You got to take advantage. When he says BB and the NG. Favorite JB says, "Sup, Rudy? What's up, my brother? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you so much." Let's see. Chewy Romo says, "Niners, no vale madre, go Rams." Yes, indeed, baby. Stockton says, "Rudy, I'm going to go to training camp Sunday, August 6th. Thank you. So let's kick out right into it right now. Before that, let me get to my guy, Willie Bowen. Props to my guy, and I'll get back to the chat. Oops, hold on. Willie Bowen. Hey, Rudy, shout out to the LA Rams legend, Charles White, Greg Bell, Larry Brooks, and Ron Jesse. Yes, indeed. Charles White, also USC, my USC Trojans. So let's get into training camp. That's the main reason why I came in today. Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Ben Skoranek. Benny Sko. Today's his birthday. So happy birthday to you, Benny. And props to you with that Raider game. As you see that picture there, amazing catch. I was going to set up the clip, but I'll do that a different stream. He's come a long way. He was on my S list for a long time for his performance in the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. Dropping a touchdown in the NFC Championship game against the Niners, and then dropping a ball, and they intercepted it in the Super Bowl. Probably took away Matthew Stafford's MVP, Cole MVP. But with that drive and Cooper Kupp. But as long as we win, that's all that counts. But happy birthday to my guy, Ben. He's come a long way, and we're looking forward to him taking the next step. So here we go. Rams training camp. Let me change my banner. Let's see. Where did I put you? Hold on. Training camp starts in July 29th. And it's going to be cool to see our guy Stetson Bennett and all the rookies. Let me know in the chat who's going, when you're going. July 29th. to August 8th. Thought I had this set up, so here we go. There we go. And so I'm going to go on July 29th for sure. I just found that out today with my buddies. We're all going to go together. So July 29th, the first day, I hope to see you guys there. And hopefully I'm going to add some more. You have to go to, let me go to my, you have to reserve, even though it's free. And most of you guys know this, but just in case you didn't know or you forgot or somebody else did it for you, let me get this picture out of the way. You have to reserve your spot, get tickets. Let me move this picture out of the way. So here we go. So experience Los Angeles Rams training camp presented by Unified Financial Credit Union in Irvine, California from July 29th to August 8th. Now, see right here, you got to claim your tickets. You click on it and you can click it. I think you can click as many as you want. Some dates are already sold out. I guess they're already given away, so you better get right on that. It looks like to here, yeah, they're grayed out. So it looks like they're not having it those days or they're already out. I'm going to go here the first day, the 29th. So I didn't need to reserve mine. And this is where you go. You claim your tickets on whichever days that you want to go, and you just you can put whoever is going to go with you, and it's going to be really awesome. I hope to see you guys there. Just know too to bring a lot of water and things to drink. It gets hot. It's first come first serve for the just to tell you guys got to get there early, man. It says here Los Angeles Rams training camp scheduled at UC Irvine. Top takeaways from Sean McVay's final press conference. Let's see. That's not what I wanted to see. July 25th. The 25th it starts the training camp, but the 29th is for fans to the August 8th. I want to see the times when you get your tickets. Oh, here we go. So 4:25 to 6:20. Gates open at 3:15. That's what I wanted to see. Let me go up here. 2:45 for the 29th. So where the gates open, you want to get there early. You want to get there as early as you can, feasibly, because you want to get to the, they have the canopies, so you can sit on because it gets hot. You're like, damn, get out of the way, cabron. Excuse me, cabron. But yeah, it gets hot. So, they're going to have vendors and stuff there. I suggest bringing some water though, too, really. Those metal flask thing, they're not flask, but those hydro things, that keeps things cold. Bring your drink, iced tea, whatever it is, lemonade. So you can just, bring sunscreen, everything you can. And they're going to have all kinds of stuff, Mexican food, all kinds of stuff, snacks, soda, beer, I believe from last year. I can't remember, but it's going to be a happening time. Who let me know in the chat who's going to go, what days you're going to go. Let's see. Let's get into the bottom of my summer. Hey, Rudy, do you think the Rams should sign a few defensive players for our secondary and linebacking crew? Yeah. So great comment. So we had a restructure with all the dead money, from our guys that we let go. We're taking it on the chin for dead money this year, and then we be fine next year and the year after. We had to restructure Cooper Kupp so we can sign our rookies and add money to the pot. And as we sign the rookies and figure out who's going to be in the final roster, most likely we'll probably get an edge rusher, someone to help out. We already got Sony Michel, who's going to pay dividends watching Stafford's backside. You already know with this, that's a great question, but you already know too, with this front office and Stan Kroenke spares no expense. He spares no expense. And that's one thing that that you can know that, they'll find money. Guys can be restructured. Tony Pastors, the great financial guru that works hand in hand with Les Snead, know what they're doing, the best in the business. And so don't worry about that. But yes, I do believe we're going to add some players, veteran players. Stockton says the new Behind the Grind came out today, Rudy. Yes. I was going to set up a clip so you guys can see that. But it's going to be great. I've seen some of bits and pieces. I want to watch it all the way through, but it's really neat. This is one of the things people don't understand. With this ownership and everything, the main thing is winning. Nobody cares about who the owner is, but it also makes sense that you do care because that we do have a great owner. You're kind of lucky, whoever your owner is, because he spares no expense in the training camp facility. Look at this beautiful stadium. All the things they're doing in the community, getting these frontline players from Von Miller, Marcus Peters, Aqib Talib, and Ndamukong Suh, paying Golf and Stafford at the same time to win the Super Bowl. Re-upping Todd Gurley, even though it was a mistake, they tried to do him right and it didn't work out. Giving Kupp his money, Aaron Donald his money, Stafford his money. We have a reputation to uphold, and we're winning. And so we're the only team in the NFC West in the last since 2016 when McVay got there to have won 3 NFC West titles, 2-0 in NFC Championship games, and 1-1 in a Super Bowl. But yeah, Behind the Grind is my point that they're giving us those cool videos for the draft and stuff, the draft lab this year, and then the year before that, the Steal the Draft stuff, just fun stuff. Here's something kind of like a Hard Knocks type video for Ram fans to get to know the players and stuff. And I really love it. That's basically my point. Willie Boy says, who would be the Rams edge pass rusher? Well, Jonah Williams, Daniel Hardy, by committee, and we're looking forward to Brian Young, runs a 4.4. He's a chiseled Adonis. I mean, a guy, we're looking for big things from him. And Michael Hoyt, just is moves around. We're gonna surprise some people. And then on the line, Bobby Brown III, my prerogative. We got the GOAT AD still there. We're looking forward for big things, and we'll see what the final roster plays out. But for right now, we got some young guys that are chomping at the bit, and they're hungry, and they hear things too about us. And so I can't wait. Great comment, my guy Willie Bowen. Fairwood JVC says a bowling league is a great idea to get all 10 of the Ram fans in the world to get together. Well, no, there's not just 10. I appreciate the joke though, but no, it's a fun thing for the communities and families, when it's the off season. And so let's just get into that real quick. Let me just set that up for you guys. But yeah, it is fun though. And you can take your families there, and Ramfest is coming too. And let me see how it looks on this side. So it's also on my Twitter, Rams Republic Fan Club. You see it right there. And cool fan club. If you ever gone to the pink lots at the games, they have music and they're dancing around and all about Ramelia. And so this is July 15th. Dust off those bowling shoes and come join us for a day at the Lanes. Round 1 Bowling Amusement, 16 South Avenue, Azusa Avenue, Suite 285, City of Industry. $35 per person, includes shoes, pizza, and soft drinks. Republic merchandise for sale during the event. There will also be raffles and cool prizes. So there you go. So check it out yourself. Rams fan, Rams Republic Fan Club rather, and there you go. And I don't know why it doesn't. I am following them. I don't know why it's not on there. That's interesting. Maybe it didn't take on my phone. Interesting. On this computer, it's probably not. So, but that's it right there. So, so just you guys check it out. Things like that. They had a volleyball thing not too long ago, and that's just fun for the family. And then Ramfest is coming up the pike. So, just check that out. I don't know if I'll be able to go, but it's just that's a fun thing to do while we're waiting for the season to come on. Lucas 2169 says Niners. Seriously, VHS 240p resolution. Stockton says our edge rusher is Bryce Young, future star. Yeah, I got it. Did I get his? Is Bryce Young? Byron Young. Stockton says Fable JV is the JVC is a brand of your show I used to use to watch the Winer Glory games. Yep, there it is. Willie Bone says Bryce Young is a quarterback. Yeah, Byron Young. From Tennessee, and great. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him. The guy runs a 4.4 in the 40. Stockton says Byron Young. Yep, you're good. I knew what you're talking about. JB said any brand will do. Always good to watch one of our 5 Super Bowls. Yeah, man. You know what? I miss my VCRs. I have a lot of tapes and RAM highlights that I would record back in the day, and I wonder if they still work. But we just kid you about that. You guys kid us about the regular season. We got to get you with the VCRs. Willie Bone says, okay. Yes, indeed. Stockton says, yeah, too bad you don't have any recent ones. Sad. They have the regular season. You can put the regular season tapes. Wildman Samurai says, we will sign some secondary linebackers to help our defense. Will we sign some secondary and linebackers to help our defense? Right now, Wildman, anything is possible, but I'm really stoked with Kobe Durant. Quentin Lake gets a chance now. These are all young guys. Russell Yeast is there, remember? Robert Rochelle, Darian Kendrick has come a long way in OTAs. He was showing out. Travarius Tomlinson, LaDainian Tomlinson's nephew is there. We're very, very athletic. We may sign a vet, but we really want to see what these guys have. And they learned a lot playing like the Kobe Durants and Quentin Lake, even though he didn't play. Russell Yeast, guys like Robert Rochelle, guys that were there last year, second year, third year guys. They learned a lot from Jalen Ramsey and Darian Kendrick, especially. He patterned his game after Jalen. And just like Ernest Jones, Ernest Jones is the linebacker. He patterns his game after, well, not patterns, but he was under the wing of Bobby Wagner last year. So we possibly could, but we're probably going to go mostly with the young guys. But I wouldn't mind seeing, getting a veteran or two, have them come back with us. Maybe a Johnny Johnson. We'll see what happens. Fable JVC says we'll get number 6 maybe as soon as this year. Man, I don't know, man. I'm going to tell you right now. Your team has been very loaded for the last couple of years, and they can't seem to put it together. Injuries and Shanahan freezing in the big games. For some reason, that 30-plus offense that's in the regular season beating average teams or hinder teams. And then they play the first good team like the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City Chiefs beat them in the regular season. And then in the championship game, when the teams are level, a matchup, they lose. Where's that 30-some points? Because now, so are they just bullies against teams that are average? I hate to see, I get a little crack on my smile on my face when they say, the team from North has the number 1 defense and the number 1 in this stat, the number 1 in that stat, and they have the best linebackers in the NFL or the NFC and blah, 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 blah. But then here comes the big game, and where are they at? Where's Bosa? Where's Bosa with the Bozo pose? I don't know, for you guys, old school guys that know about Bozo the Clown. He takes pictures. I don't know the significance of this. I think that means something for the Bosa brothers or Bosa, but he always goes like this, and it reminds me, because I'm an OG guy, it reminds me of Bozo the Clown. If you ever look up Bozo the Clown on Google, and it was an old school clown, a variety show for kids, and I remember seeing him as a kid, and he'd be like this, the same. That's the Bozo's pose to me, but you don't see Bosa's disappears in the championship game. So that's why I don't know, man. I don't think you guys can match up against Mahomes, Burrow, and all those guys when you have young and experienced quarterbacks coming off of major injuries, and then Sam Darnold is there, and then Kyle Shanahan doesn't know what game plan he's going to go with sometimes. We'll see what happens, but it doesn't look good, man. Those teams are formidable. It's kind of good that we kind of stood down. We're retooling, and then when those, like the Kansas City got another Super Bowl, but maybe the Bengals will get their Super Bowl or the Bills, and so they'll calm down a little bit. They'll come from a hangover, Super Bowl hangover, and then we'll go, whoop, we'll leapfrog them again. They won't be so hungry winning it, Willie Bone says, shout out to former LA Rams head coaches John Robinson. Yes, indeed, John Robinson, the all-time winningest Rams head coach still. Ray Malavasi guided the Rams to the Super Bowl in '79. Ground Chuck Knox, great coach, and the great George Allen. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Stockton Slap says, no, you won't. Your window closes after this season. No way you get past any of those. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know, man. That's going to be tough. Also, too, you got to pay Bosa. And then Ayuk is chomping in the bit for another contract. And then you guys just gave Debo all that money. And then you got CMC because you didn't want us to have them. But now you got to pay them both. And CMC, but CMC was a good pickup. But Debo, you gave him all that money and not even using him because he's hurt all the time. So, and then Trent Williams, how much tread is left on that left tackle? The right side of the offensive line for the guys from NorCal has been suspect. That's what got Brock Purdy hurt. And now you got McKivitz there. Still not very good against the good pass rush teams in the playoffs and the as you get deeper. And then what if Trent Williams finally has to retire or he's not the same? He started to give plays away last year with his feeding. He couldn't get his feet right, so he had to kind of cheat, and he was giving away plays. We'll see what happens. If Trent Williams was to leave, there you go, man. There you go. Joe says, what's happening, Rudy? What's up, my guy Joe? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you, man. But that's what I'm saying. That's what our guys are saying here. You have to win it when you have that window.
Rudy.
And this is why I say I didn't want to get rid of Jared Goff. I appreciate what he brought to us, right? I love Jared Goff. He did the best that he could. Unfortunately, he started out with Jeff Fisher, who's not an offensive guru. And then Sean McVay couldn't wait for Jared Goff to take the next step because we had Andrew Whitworth was only going to be there for another year. He was thinking about retirement. Donald's contract was coming up. We needed to strike with the irons hot, and we got a chance to get Stafford, and we're not looking back. Now Goff is getting better because, yes, now he has more years under his belt, but we couldn't wait. We couldn't wait. And that year in 2021, I think if we had Goff, we would have been still good, but we wouldn't have won the Super Bowl in those tough games, especially the NFC Championship game. I don't think so. So, I appreciate Goff, but I'm glad that we made that move. Robert McClendon, I'm going to on the 29th. What about you? Cool. I'm going on the 29th too, man. Hopefully I'll see you there. I'll have to hit you up one and I'll see you there. Perfect, man. Fernando says, Rudy, did you see some of the Ram players may be impacted by the gambling suspension? Well, I heard about the gambling suspension. In case you guys didn't know, there were some players in Indianapolis Colts and players to be named later. I don't know if there's any Rams or I haven't heard anything. I haven't been on Twitter lately. I was there this morning. That's when I saw it. We'll see. Hopefully they're smart enough not to do that, but these guys are getting a 1 year suspension. And so we'll see what happens. Unless in the chat, let me know. I haven't heard any Rams involved. So we'll see what happens. Ram players. Stockton says, Willie Bone, let's keep it in this century, bro. Don't get Rudy started on the old days when the Winers were good. That's okay. No, we got to give props to all of our Rams. The Rams aren't just from 13 years, we're all the way back to Crazy Legs Hirsch and all the guys. Fernando says fake news. Stockton says, Fernando, fake news. Fernando Cabrera says, I hope, brother. Yeah, I haven't heard anything, so I wouldn't worry, man. Until we hear something, I wouldn't worry. We can't control guys, but we have a culture here, and I'm very proud of it. So we hopefully our guys will be smart enough. I haven't heard anything, so I'm glad I haven't heard any Rams in there. Stockton says, what time do you recommend arriving to training camp, Rudy? Well, Great question. So if the doors open about 2:45, you want to get there at least an hour and a half to 2 hours early, man, just so you can get in line. Because I'm gonna tell you, as soon as you get in there, bro, everybody's in line, right? The damn sun's beating down, and they're going right for those canopies because they have. So like, here's training camp. Okay, here's the fields. You come in, they have canopy here. You walk around down here, they have the the vendors, and then you go back up the hill, and then you go around, there's another canopy. You go next to that, there's another canopy. You go next to that, there's another canopy on this side. But between those canopies, there's standing room only. And last year I was getting irritated because I'm standing there looking, and the way the canopies are, they're kind of like on a level, like stands, like bleachers, and they have a canopy over, so they're nice in the shade, so they can see over you. But the guys in the lower level are like, hey, excuse me. I'm like, hey, well, we got to see too. At least you're in the shade, And I was telling the security guards, go, look, there's a lot of people, because there's a lot of people there. It's funny that my guy was saying 5 Rams, because if you ever been to these things, there's a lot of Rams fans there, man. And so I told the guys, hey, do me a favor, man. Next year, tell, and I said, hey, every guy that looked like they were in charge said, look, the perks of them coming early, they're able to sit down in the shade. We're Ram fans too. We want to see. So if they have to look over us, that's just the way it is. They're sitting down in the shade. So like they would try to clear, like, here's the canopy, and then we're standing here at the fence, and looking down, but we're still lower. Like you could barely see over somebody's head, the lower level of the canopy, because it's like a, like bleachers, and they're complaining they can't see. Well, they're in the shade though. So we're like, they're making us this whole area in front of the canopies, they want it clear. You can only walk by. Like, wait a minute. The perk of them sitting in the shade is that us that are in the sun, you have to be able to see the guys. You can't make us just walk by. Where are we supposed to stand? So hopefully they'll change that next year. But that's why you want to get there early too. Don't be stuck in the sun and standing. Willie Bowen says, but yeah, I would say an hour and a half to 2 hours. Willie Bowen says, look, acknowledge former LA Rams and head coaches is good. Yeah, he's just teasing you, Willie. It's always good to acknowledge our guys. He's just teasing. Stockton says, yeah, we already went all over all that. Fernando says, yeah, last year it was hella hot. I took my kids and it was fun, but it was unbearable. I don't know if I'll go this year. Yeah, man. I do suggest if you can go, maybe just for a little bit, depending on what they're giving away. Also, too, that's a perk. Also, which Ram legends are going to be there, so you can get some quick signatures. Just have a good time, and and then right across the street there's an In-N-Out as you leave. So we're like, I'm over here, like, I'm hot, man. Let's go. After a while, but like you said, but yes, indeed, we went to In-N-Out after. Stockton says, I want to talk about our exciting young team in our future. Yep, but it's okay to do both. Willie Bowen says, it's called LA Rams History, Stockton. Yeah, it's okay to do both. There's nothing wrong with that. We talk about both. Stockton says, Rudy, do you allow dogs at training? Do they allow dogs at training camp? I believe, I haven't. Do I remember? I think if it's that's a good question. You can call the UCI on that when you do your tickets. I get there's customer service. You can call them. I think if you have what are those the emotional dog, or what is it called? I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. Emotional support pet. I believe you can, but just to make sure, I would call them. I don't remember seeing that, but I think in California that's allowed everywhere. Willie Bowen says this season hasn't started yet. Yes, indeed. Yes, and that's okay, guys. It's okay. Stockton says Rudy has the best Ram fan content on YouTube. Hit the like and support his channel. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Stockton. Jimbo, I always forget to say that. So yeah, you guys, smack that like Aaron Donald smacks quarterbacks, and then subscribe or the alerts. I always forget to do that. I feel like a salesman, but that's the way YouTube algorithms work. Stockton says, Rudy, have you ripped on Ram? You're too much. I get him on Twitter. If you ever go on Twitter, man, I go back and forth. Willie says, you're late. I already done that. Robert McKinnon says, when's Ramfest this year? So Ramfest is going to be right around the same time, maybe a little bit after, right around the same time as training camp. I'll let you guys know. Either the first part or middle part of August or right around the end of July. I'll let you guys know for sure, Robert, for sure. Hopefully I'll see you there. Justin White says, who's ready to see Bennett kick ass this season? Man, I'm ready for that dude, man. I can't wait. Justin White says, Hardy is a beast. Yes, indeed. Stockton says, there is a disrespectful whiner podcast out called Niner Fanatic Podcast. They talk out of their ass. Said we will be worse than Arizona for the next 4 years. But you know what, too? I'm going to tell you. A lot of that, too, is trying to speak things into existence because we won the Super Bowl. You know, they were going to talk smack already, but because we won the Super Bowl, something that they can't do. It's been 29 years. They are hoping to talk things into existence, and then they're happy that we went 5-12, and then I point out that, yeah, but we won the Super Bowl, and the reason why we went 5-12 is because of all the injuries. 12 different offensive lineups in 12 straight games, etc. Cup, Stafford, Donald out. The team from the North lost in 2019 the Super Bowl, and they went 6-10. So how is that better? At least we got the chip. Stockton says, do you collab with that guy? Stockton says, do a collab with that guy, Rudy. You need to educate him. What's his name? Weiner podcast, Niner podcast called Niner Fanatic Podcast. I do that during the year. I just usually just save that for Twitter. But I usually have like I'll probably do it with Wayne Breezy or Mose is on there too. Mose knows. We'll see. Maybe Niner Sickness, my guy Niner Sickness. We'll see what happens. We'll see that. But usually I on Twitter on that because we have Twitter wars right now with Rombo and all them. You guys should check it out. It's funny. Willie Boyne says Weiner fans has AstroTurf for brains. Willie Boyne says grew up with Bozo the Clown. Yep. That's why whenever he does this, I know that's not what he's doing, but it reminds me of Bozo. You know, it reminds me of Bozo. Props to Bozo. Jim Everett the Great. These clowns are finished. Window is closed. The Super Bowl window is closed. Yes, indeed. Stockton says CMC will be hurt by week 4. The Winers will fall apart very soon. They will have to pay too many players. Man, they got Bosa. Ayuk's going to want money. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not wishing for any injuries because, believe me, I hate injuries. Injuries costed us a Super Bowl in 2018, and injuries almost costed us another Super Bowl in 2021, and it costed us our repeat season last year. Brock Purdy's throwing elbow, surgically repaired elbow, serious injury, right? He didn't have a strong arm anyway. It was decent. It was okay. And he's still learning. Guys in the NFL, what do? Not to be dirty, but that's your throwing arm. They hit your arm anyway. They hit your arm. How much can he withstand? What if, you're not supposed to land on quarterbacks, but it happens. The big guys, he moves around. He tries to juke guys. What if somebody lands on that shoulder? And, who knows? So I hope it'll be okay. But that's crazy that team has been so loaded for the last few years. And they still are iffy at the quarterback position. Week 7 and 9, Kyle Shanahan's tenure. Willie Bell says, what's up, Jim? Yes, indeed. Jen the Mithra, how you doing? Hey, Rudy, Ramilia, I made it. Yes, good to see you again. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Missed you. Jim Everett says, Ramilia Sports Worldwide. I like that. Yes, indeed. Joe says, sorry, Rudy, I'm at work at the moment. No, you're good, brother. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate the support, my brother. You could always watch the replays. Thank you so much, my guy. I appreciate you. Jim Everett says, what's up, Willie? Yes, indeed. Willie says, Jim Everett, you're awesome quarterback for the LA Rams. Yep, Jim Everett was one of my favorite quarterbacks growing up along with Vince Ferragamo. I mean, Jim Everett would actually, listen, NFC Championship aside, because everybody was hurt. We beat the Eagles in 89, the Giants in 89 on the road, and then we went to the Niners. Niners were rested. Our offensive line was beat up, still took the lead on them. We would go into Joe Montana's house like it was our house, and Jim Everett would beat him in San Francisco, beat him 3 straight times in the 90s. So the only reason why we lost the 89 championship game is because we were banged up. It is what it is, but hey, As long as we had Jim Everett, Flipper Anderson, Henry Allard, Pete Houlihan, my guy Greg Bell, Tom Newberry, Dennis Hara, we'll go in there and we'll beat those Niner teams. I don't care how good they were. I don't care how Bill Walsh on his best day. I don't care. Jim Everett was dealing, baby. He was dealing. Jim Everett says, Trey Lance, where's a Bud Light hat? Well, but Jim Everett was a cover of GQ Men's Magazine. Yeah, I got that too. I got that somewhere. He had like a Broadway Joe fur coat and everything. I got where is he at? My Jim Everett starting lineup somewhere too. Jim Everett the Great says Jim Everett, 80s icon. Yeah, man. You know what? Jim Everett, the only Ram to back to, from what I understand, I believe it, to believe this point, that he's the only Ram to win back-to-back, lead the league in passing 2 years in a row in the era of John Elway, Joe Montana, Warren Moon, on and on and on, in the 80s, Jim Everett. Willie Bones says, LOL, Jimbo. Yes, indeed. Stalker says it's easy to get autographs at Is it easy to get autographs at training camp? If you have a little kid with you, there's so many people. Well, two parts. If you want our young guys, yes, they'll sign at the gates when they come in, but they're there to train. When they're leaving and coming in, real quick, it's hard to get Donald and all those guys, right? My dream is still to get McVay on my show. I'm going to still try. I'm still trying to get a press credential. That's a dream. Excuse me. That's a dream of mine, to be live from UCI training camp or Woodland Hills training camp. The Romina Sports Report right here. I have to my right, Sean McVay. Imagine that. And so there's that. So it's hard to get those during training camp for those players. There is autographs available if they do it again the same way this year at training camp with the Rams legends. Maybe there'll be like a Torrey Holt or Isaac Bruce or Leroy Irvin. Those are easy, but it can be tough. But if you have a little kid, they are more apt to sign their stuff first. Jim Everett says, I got Michael Sam's autograph, LOL. Michael Sam's, hey, you know what? He was a Ram. He wasn't on the official roster, but he got a shot. They wanted to give him a look-see. He was an edge rusher. And it is what it is. Everyone, nothing wrong with that. Stockton says, did he sign it with you're too much, with the rainbow marker? Hey, everyone teach their own. I don't have any problem with anybody. I love everybody. You guys are too much, but yeah, I'm inclusive. I love everybody. It is what it is. We all have our lives. Appreciate everybody. Jim Everett says, those 94 chance VHS embarrassing. Willie Bones says, I'm glad that Willie Flipper Anderson caught the pass from Jim Everett for the touchdown and beat the New York Giants. Man, I remember that. Caught it over the shoulder and ran into the tunnel, baby. I love it. Jim Everett says, Purdy's noodle arm snap. It's crazy, man, how the bad luck they've had. Willie Bones says, Jim Everett threw the reception pass to Willie Flipper Anderson to get the touchdown and beat the New York Giants. Yes, indeed. Stalker says the league will make adjustments against Purdy. He will come back to earth. Well, I want to say this, though, too. Okay, I'm going to be controversial. He made plays, right? But what did he do? He beat teams that the Niners were already better than. Case in point. He beat up Rams team. He beat the Seahawks. Did he play against Kansas City? I don't think he did. I think he did. I don't remember. But they lost. Anyway. When he got it to the playoffs, they won the first game, right? They played the Seahawks again, right? Okay, big deal, right? We should have beat the Seahawks, right? The Lions should have been in there. Then they faced their really first really good team, besides the Kansas City Chiefs in the regular season, and they got blown away. The line couldn't hold, they couldn't stop them. It was over in the first quarter. So he made plays. Don't get me wrong. He looks like he's a decent playmaker if you give him time, but the team's loaded. But who did he beat? the Niners were always way better than the teams that they beat. And then by the way, I don't think he played yet. I think it was still Jimmy or No Chance Lance, Trey Lance. They lost 11-10 to the Broncos. And what did the Rams beat them 50 to whatever it was? So we'll see. Like you said, the league will make adjustments, but do they really need to? Because the better teams with the pass rush can get to them. The Niners didn't do anything about that right side. McKivitz is still up and coming. To me, Brunsko's better than him. We'll see what happens. Willie Bone says, Niner fans, drink Bud Light. Unfortunately, Bud Light makes the NFL cans. It's funny because I don't really drink that much, hardly at all, really. But I got these commemorative Super Bowl, cans, and I have a box full of them still in the refrigerator. I told my guy, Old Man Ghost, that I'd send him one, but I probably will still send him one. But yeah, I don't get into that stuff. Everybody has a way to live their life. That's all. It's too much. Everybody deserves to be happy. Basically it. So my guy, Jimbo, my guy was talking about, if you guys haven't seen this, Jen the Mother says that was before the controversy. You're good, Rudy. Well, thank you, Mother, Jen the Mother. But I stay out of that. It doesn't affect me. Everyone has a right to, whether I agree with whatever, everyone has a right to live their life and be happy. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Right. So that is what it is. I'm not going to go shop. It's funny because the same people that talk about cancel culture, they're the first ones to, I'm not going to wear Nikes no more. Right. It's funny. But just everyone has a right to be happy. If that's what they want to do and live their life, that's up to them, So, that they do sponsor, for whatever reason, the regular Budweiser. Even before any controversy, the Budweiser I haven't seen. They do like baseball and basketball, but the Bud Light brand is the one that does all the NFL stuff. Oh, there goes my Wi-Fi. My guy Stockton Jimbo. I have a little clip of that. Hold on. I have a little clip of that, and it's really. Hold on, my Wi-Fi is jacking up. The Rams spare no expense. They have their own like Hard Knocks type show, and let me get this out of the way. I think that's bogging me down. All right, hopefully that cleared it up. Okay, so they have like their own Hard Knock show to get the fans with the team, and just really cool own person.
It's an amazing honor to It's an amazing honor to be inducted into the Credo of Coaches. It really means a lot to me.
You could tell immediately he was going to coach.
To me, it really just doesn't seem real. I'm not sure why it hasn't hit me yet. I know the talents that I have. I know that I can contribute.
The energy, you can tell it's out there. There's some jobs open. There's competition.
When you get a pick down here, it is serious match play. This changes the outcome of games. Hey, make this practice at a higher level. Let's go to work.
Hey, watch the flag. Base.
Put it on tape, not just for us, for the whole league.
Love this group. You guys are a hell of a group to work with. Let's just make sure we keep doing the little things the right way.
Behind the grind. Hopefully it came out okay. It is stuttering. Hopefully that came out okay for you. The clip. My internet is stuttering really bad. I'm gonna have to log off and probably reset my computer. I was setting up a new intro before I got on, and it's probably bogging my computer down. But yeah, so I'm gonna be going to training camp July 29th. That was one of the main reasons of my show. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. So you have to reserve your tickets. Don't forget. Go on the website, the link there, put in 2023 Rams training camp, and you'll get the link. You have to reserve your tickets. The gates open about 2:45, 3:15. You want to get there about an hour and a half to 2 hours early because you want to see if you can get under the canopies because it's hot as heck. And you know, just know that you'll still have a good time. There's gonna be vendors and stuff, but if you can carry your hydro flask, water bottle things or whatever, keep yourself cool while you're sitting there watching the games. They will have vendors, but it's going to be a good time. It's going to be hot, though. Just remember that. Willie wants to Matt Stafford's no-look reception pass to Cooper Kupp for the touchdown in Super Bowl 56. Man, that was amazing, iconic. Jen the Method says, sweet, that's pretty exciting. Yeah, so check that out. I haven't watched them all. I've seen clips behind the grind, and I'm looking forward to watching them all in a row. But it's just something neat that our team does for us, you know. Yes, indeed. Jenna Mother says, bring us back some footage, please. Yes, I'll do that just like last year. I will record it. They're going to have a DJ there and stuff, and definitely. And if, I'm going to see if I can get some merchandise there too, and I'll do some more. We'll do some more prizes and stuff, and Rams history quizzes. And we have prizes and stuff like that. And it's also during the season as well. I'll have my merch soon, hopefully. Knock on wood. And but I appreciate you, one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. I just want to thank you guys and take the time to tell you guys that I appreciate your love and support, and I love you guys back. And as we get closer to the season, we'll have more lives on. So sometimes unexpected lives. So I just appreciate your support. Thank you guys so much. This has been great. And I hope everyone has a great Wednesday. And as we always say, may the Ramelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. Let's see. What are we going to go out with? Let's remember the year before last. All right, guys. Have a good day. Oopsie, not the video. It's a Mortal Kombat. Whoopsie. All right. Have a good day, guys. Appreciate you.
He wanted to know if you were interested in running it back.
Wait, 5 Ram fans? Did he say 5 Ram fans? That's the Rams Nation, baby. I know we're not the nation, but we're the Ramulators. There's more than 5. All right, guys. Have a good day.
He wanted to know if you were interested in running it back.
We're going to switch that to the Revenge Tour. All right, guys. Have a good day. Appreciate you. As always, thank you so much.